Welcome to Mario Madness's Kirby's Epic Yarn for the Nintendo Wii walkthrough. Now, to start off, I have to say I am not a skilled Kirby player. This is really the only Kirby game that I own, and as a lot of people know, it's very different. So I know what Kirby can do in his other games. He can like swallow enemies and copy their abilities and all that. But I haven't experienced that because, again, this is Kirby's Epic Yarn, and it's totally different from any other Kirby game. So what it kind of inspired me to start this, start this walkthrough, is that, you know, this game, it's just so good. I love this game so much. It's truly brilliant, and I'm pretty skilled at it. I mean, I'm not great, but I feel confident enough to do a walkthrough on it. And I don't really have much else to say, so nonetheless, this is going to be a single player walkthrough. This will be 100% walkthrough, which means I will be completely completely finishing the game, not leaving out anything. I'm gonna complete this game 100%, and this is not a blind walkthrough. I've done this. I've played Kirby's Epic Yarn. I'm almost done with my first file. Well, I am done with my first file. I just need to buy a few other things to get a full 100%. But nonetheless, let's get started. We're going to go with file 2. Here we go.
Welcome to Dreamland, a kingdom famous for peace and quiet. It's the perfect little land, if you like that sort of thing. Lately, there have been rumors of a caped sorcerer going around turning people into yarn. That's right, yarn.
Wow.
One day, Kirby saw his favorite food, a bright red tomato, on top of a bush. Down the hatch, but when Kirby tried to eat it, a caped sorcerer appeared. My name is... Hey, what are you doing? Stop that! That's my magic Metamato. Kirby gulped the Metamato right down. Just then, a white sock around the sorcerer's neck began to glow. Then it sucked Kirby up.
Oh, let me guess. We're about to go on another adventure.
This grass feels funny, Kirby thought. It feels like pants. And to Kirby's surprise, he saw that his entire body was made out of yarn. Then he saw a yarn monster chasing a blue yarn boy. Somebody help me! Kirby tried to swallow the monster up. But the air went...
Oh, no more trademark copy abilities.
Kirby wondered what he should do.
What the heck?
Kirby transformed into a car. He drove away with the boy and left the monster behind to eat his dust. Apparently, that strange Metamato gave Kirby the power to seamlessly transform into a car, and who knows what else.
Okay, so I bet we're gonna get introduced to the scenery right now. Usually the case with the platformers. Yep, I was right. Okay, Kirby's shoes are turning into springs for some reason. Okay, so this is called Patch Castle, and this is basically the town of this whole game. This is like the main center point of this game. If you want, you can visit here to do things that I won't mention just for spoiler alerts. So, anyways, this is the first level, Patch Castle. I wouldn't really consider it even a level because all it's really is doing is it's giving you a tutorial of the controls of the game. So, I guess, yeah, I was debating whether I should talk or not on this, but I guess I'm going to go over the controls as well, just in case you don't understand them. possibly, in even though Patch Castle does explain them. And then Kirby's jump roping with himself. But anyways, Patch Castle, first level, here we go. So yeah, this is Kirby. He can if you press the down button, he turns into a weight on the D-pad, and he like can smash enemies and blocks and all of that good stuff. So as the game says, 2 means to jump. If you tap 2, you jump up a tiny bit. If you tap 2 just a little bit, you go up a little bit higher. And then if you tap 2 all the way, you go up as high as you can go. So these are beads, and what beads do, you see that bar at the top? Beads will beat those little red lines at the top. That means that you're collecting beads. And those little brown lines means bronze, silver, and gold. And depending on what you get, you're rewarded a certain amount of beads. That's how many beads you get at the end of the level. So right here, if you press the one button, Kirby has this move called a yarn whip, and that basically can whip up enemies and blocks and all that. So these blocks are pretty easy to break. You just unravel them with your yarn whip, and then you can also, if you point up, you can do a yarn whip upwards like this instead of horizontally. And if you hit horizontal and vertical at the same time, Kirby will do like a diagonal yarn whip. So here you can also, if you hold down the yarn whip button while you're unraveling something, you'll actually ravel it up. And you can also put it down, and then you can unravel enemies, like waddle these right here, or you can wrap them up. And you might have noticed that they're both made of yarn. Everything's made of yarn in this world. So right here, you can throw a ball of yarn of an enemy or a block at another enemy. These enemies, they don't attack you; they just sit there and do nothing. So you can you have to roll these up. And then these blocks are different. You can't break them with your yarn whip. You actually have to throw an enemy at them or ground pound them. So if you get another blue dude over here, you can throw it up. And we just got ourselves a star. A star is worth 100 beads, so you definitely want to get those. So there are like, I think 4 different types of beads. There are 1 beads. Beads that are worth 1, beads that are worth 5, beads that are worth, I think, 50, and beads that are worth 100, which are the stars. So, and if you get hit by an enemy, you lose most of your beads, but you have time to get them back before they disappear. So like, here's a demonstration. Oh no! Yeah! But so you can run around and get all the beads before they disappear again. So you have the exact amount of beads. Well, if you miss a few like I did there, then that's it. You will lose a few. But see, we just got ourselves another star, and that was worth 100 beads. There are also treasure chests in this game, and if you unravel those, you get little gifts that you can place somewhere, which I will not mention yet due to spoilers. But here's another thing about this game that's really cool. I'm going behind the fabric now. Yeah, you can switch between the in and out of the fabric. It's really cool in this game. I really love doing that. So right here, Kirby can also turn into a parachute for some reason, and that makes him fall slowly to the ground, of course. And right here, you can grab onto these, and it'll pull out a platform for you. And then right here, I love these things. I love hopping around. I love swinging around on these things. You grab them with your yarn whip, and then you can swing around with them with the D-pad. It's really fun, and you can jump off them. And we just got another solid object from a treasure chest. And then right here, like I said, you press down to ground pound, and that broke through. If you grab an arrow from an enemy, you can, even when it hits an enemy, it won't like go away. Like if you attack an enemy with another enemy that's been unraveled, that it'll like disappear. But if you have an arrow, it won't disappear. It'll keep going. So you can kill multiple enemies in this game. So right here, this is the most complicated control in the game. I know it's not that complicated, but this game is so simple and easy to understand. You double tap, and you turn into a car, and you can jump higher, and that's what got me the treasure chest. One treasure in every single level will always be the soundtrack. And oh yeah, I forgot something. It's back here, and it's hidden behind these walls. Yeah, those things like unlock certain beads. So if you hit them at the right timing, you can get a certain more beads than you originally have. See how I have the gold medal at the top? Here you just hit up, you press up on the D-pad, and you press 1, and that Kirby does a yarn whip and hits the bell. So you want to try to get the 5 stars like right now. Oh, that's not going to do it. Oh wow, I cannot believe that worked. I thought I was going to get 3 stars. But you see I got more beads now because of the extra beads that I got from the end. So in order to 100% this game, you need to get all of the treasures. You have to get all 3 treasures in each game. It reminds me of the star coins in Mario. But so I know I'm rambling on. Ooh, cutscene. Hold on.
Thanks for your help, Blue Yarn Boy said. Not that I needed it.
Yeah, right.
I'm Prince Fluff. Ever since Yin Yarn the Sorcerer ripped Patchland into 7 pieces, he just can't go anywhere without running into these horrible... But Fluff was interrupted when they were attacked by a huge 3-eyed blob of yarn. Ew, gross, stop it! But before the blob could eat Prince Fluff, Kirby transformed and smashed it to smithereens in a most spectacular fashion.
Spectacular, really?
Among the little blob bits, there was a shimmering piece of spiraling yarn. That's it. That's the magic yarn, Fluff exclaimed. This was what Prince Fluff had been looking for. Yin Yarn had stolen the magic yarn from Patchland. The yarn weaved its way into the fabric of the kingdom and stitched 2 pieces of Patchland together. What about the other pieces? I've got to find the rest of them. Kirby, always happy to help, decided to help his friend recover the missing pieces. And the two began their journey to stitch Patchland back together.
Okay, so that's going to do it for this first episode. I know I was rambling on, but you know, it's the first episode and it's pretty hard not to. But anyways, we unlocked the first world, Grassland. Yeah, like I said, this is really just the plaza of the game. So, thank you all so much for watching the first episode. I hope you'll stick around because this is going to be fun. I guarantee it. And maybe a little annoying. Probably. But I'll ramble on a tiny bit more in the next episode. So, I will see you later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.